Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year's Eve. How is everyone doing today? Okay, my game sound is not running again, so let me just fix that real quick. Still don't hear my game sound. Okay, we'll figure that out as we go along. But good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing today? My microphone feels a little loose, so I'm just going to turn it off, tighten it so you don't hear the commotion, but I am still here. Okay, we should be all set. So first of all, first in the parlor we had Tiger Lily. So a little commotion for her arrival. Good morning, Tiger Lily. How are you? Next, we had Nicole, who was not last. By the way, when you are first, you can obviously redeem the first command. But when you are simply not last, there is a not last command that you can also redeem so that you can at least acknowledge that you were amongst the beginning. So if you guys want to go ahead and do that just for funsies, you can do that. But good morning, Nicole. How are you? Did I see Corgi sneak in? Or did I make that up? I did see Corgi sneak in. Good morning, Corgi. How are you? Happy Tuesday. I was about to say happy Monday. Happy Tuesday. Oh, thank you. I first heard those bells and I was like, they need to be in my stream somewhere, somehow. So I am glad you love them. I hope everyone is having a good morning. I had every intention of starting at 7 a.m. Like I did last week. But my body said, no, we're going to lay here. We are going to lay here a little bit longer. And I am a fan of listening to my body. So, yeah, I said, you know what, 8 a.m. is what it's going to have to be. I don't see the chat showing up on screen. So I'm just gonna go ahead and switch us to full screen mode because just having that black box behind my head is just weird, and I'll figure out what's going on with that another time. Also, Corey, while you're here, I did do all the troubleshooting that I could do for the duel. I even removed it and put it back and started from scratch. We can test it out today if you'd like. However, I think if it still doesn't work, it may just be that it is purely set up for Twitch. So even though it shows up on my YouTube dashboard, it is in fact just for Twitch. That is the only other explanation that I could come up with. Because after doing all the troubleshooting that one could do, everything looks fine. So, like I said, we could test it, and if it still doesn't work, then that is the final thing. Like when I looked on different threads and what's not, the good folks on the internet said when certain Streamlabs features aren't working, even though it looks like it could be YouTube compatible, it might just only be Twitch compatible because Twitch is the streaming king. So, yeah, we can try it today. I started my dailies with Hotjaw. Again, in the interest of time, I want to see how, like, if we can actually finish the island today. So right now I'm just getting some goodies for my buddy Pegasus because I'll show you why. Because that sentence didn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Um, if you are new here, most of you aren't new here, but don't forget to check your sugar cube balance. If you are new here, you do earn in-stream currency, sugar cubes that you can use to redeem different fun commands. We also have some free commands. I also had every intention of creating some New Year's Eve commands, but time got away from me. What can I say? It's the end of the year, so there's just kind of always things happening in real life. So we do still have the regular commands, and we still have our tea menu for the season, our treat menu for the season, plus all the other ones that I have there. So you can check those out, and we're gonna see who is at top of the ledger. Anya, welcome in, welcome in. How are you, sweetheart? Anya has been, I mean, no one's surprised, but Anya has been crushing it with the holiday bills, the seasonal bills. Um, they are phenomenal. Please go check them out on her channel. I did go through and as far as I know, fix all the links for all the creators that come in to stream as they come in. Because I do know that last week, for some reason, when you would click on a creator link, it just brought them back to my channel. So if you check out Nicole, if you check out Anya, please let them know. Oh, Tanny! I was like, oh, there's another creator here. Tanny, hi, sweetheart. How are you? Good morning. Well, it's evening for you, I believe. Happy New Year's Eve. Eve, are you rating me? Oh, I'm being rated. Oh, welcome in, Raiders. Okay, let's get a little commotion for the Raiders. How was stream, Tanny? I saw that you were still sick. I did do a little lurky lurk. But you were still doing your snap showcase. How are you? And then go rest. But thank you for the raid. Thank you for trusting me with your community. That means the world to me. I was also watching your wish list video late last night and same. I think we're all aligned in the community in terms of the things that we want. And so hopefully, we know they're watching, but hopefully they're listening and able to implement some things in 2026. But how are you overall? How did stream go? Anya, you're never early. You arrive exactly when a lady intends to. Not early, not late. So you're good. um, Yes, I'm so glad you caught me, Tanny. It's friends like you that I always keep in mind, which was why I was like, okay, if I can stream more during winter break, I'm gonna do it in the morning because it's usually in the middle of the night if I do an evening stream. So I'm glad you were able to catch me. What I was saying when you were coming in was that please, if you check out Tanny, if you check out Anya, if you check out Nicole, and the link circles back to my channel for some reason, please let me know, and I can just manually put their links in the chat so you guys can check out these wonderful ladies, these wonderful creators. Stream was lovely. I had to take a few breaks at times, but we got through them. Okay, wonderful. Yes, I was just starting stream. Yeah, I did it. I was just starting stream saying I started an hour later because I was listening to my body. My body said, no, we're not moving. And so I'm glad you also took breaks as needed and listened to your body. We got a new silent subscriber. I don't know who it was, but thank you, whoever you were, for adding your name to the ledger, for joining us in the parlor. I hope you like it here. Yes, and again, thank you for the sub. Let me just scroll in because I think I missed some stuff. Okay, so I started the stream. Boop, 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 boop. No, I think I'm all good. And if I missed anything, someone just bump it back up and let me know. But I did pull up the tally. So leading the pack, we have Crest at 1,340 sugar cubes. Corgi is coming for that crown. 995 sugar cubes. This is the stream. You're going to crack 1,000, Corgi. All right. And then we have me. Jeff's at 645. Rounding out top 5, we have Dom at 590. And then we have new name, Tiger Lily, coming up there. Flower Loki, Brandy, and Topher rounding out the top 10. So as I was saying, sugar cubes is our in-stream currency. We have free redemptions. We have a few paid redemptions. Maybe I revamp everything in the new year. Maybe I don't. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, just something fun, different commands that you guys can play around with. Lizzie, welcome and welcome in. Thank you for joining the raid. Happy New Year's Eve, New Year's Eve Junior, if you will. Sometimes it's good to take those breaks. Yes, that is something that has been a hard lesson for me to learn in my big age. Because I come from the generation, the culture of you grind, you hustle, like that's how you're supposed to operate. And I got to a point where I was like, no, rest is productive, slowing down is okay. It's okay to be weak, if you will, because there's a strength in that. So I'm fully in my damsel era. So yeah, I was like, you know what, we're gonna meet up at 8 a.m. and it's gonna be all good. And so hopefully you go take care of yourself, Tanny. Please, please, please go rest, go recover from stream. Obviously, you're also recovering from being ill, so go do all the things. If I do not see slash speak to you again, happy New Year. It's also gonna be New Year for you before it is for me over here. So, because you're in the future. So, but happy New Year. I hope you have an amazing, you and Phoebus, I hope you have an amazing rest of 2025, an amazing start to 2026. And again, thank you for the raid. Wesley, you just got shipped over here with the raid. Well, welcome in, Wesley. We love stowaways. Happy, happy, happy to have you. So what you see on my screen, I was in some dailies. So I did all my dailies with the exception of, what's his name, Wally's Garden and Wishblossom Ranch and The Fish and the Flowers and Scrooge's Shop. But I wanted to get Pegasus's blue crystal. I'm a ways away from the larger one, but it's really the smaller one that I think will be best for me, because I think it'll go really well with the build that we've been working on. And speaking of commands and things, if someone wants to go ahead and, while I empty my pockets, and redeem the Scrooge command to see if I have any luck in Scrooge today, I would love it if you guys do that. That would be amazing. But how is everyone going to be ending the, let's see what's in my pockets. How is everyone planning to end the year, start the new year? Do you have traditions? Like, do you do like a deep clean and purge? Do you go out and party? I would love to know how everyone, celebrates, if you even care. Or are you just like, nope, it's just a new day, flip the page, new calendar, new month, but it's not a big deal to you? I know for us, so growing up in my household, we were definitely a purge, strip everything down, clean, wipe all the things type of family. Starting my own family, and then obviously my husband had his own family traditions. And one actually celebratory, I guess for lack of a better word, thing that we did was we would always watch the fireworks if we were home, because we also went to midnight mass every year. I didn't go to Remy. I skipped Remy today. And I don't think, oh, no, I have a shard on me. But yes, those were the only things that we did for me. Starting our own family, a lot of things we've been starting our own traditions of what matters to us, what doesn't matter to us, what we have the bandwidth for. So I definitely don't do the same level of deep cleaning that my parents did. That is simply not my ministry. I didn't like it as a kid, and I think I still probably harbor a little bit of resentment from that. But we do our best to go into the year with a clean slate. And we kind of just look back on the year, talk about what we liked, what we didn't like. I am someone who does vision boards. For the couple of years, I was doing digital vision boards, and I would get them printed out on Shutterfly and hang them in my office. I've missed that the past 2 or 3 years, and I feel like I've noticed a difference. So that is something that I will be doing again this year, and this time doing with my daughter. So looking forward to that. That's as deep into like traditions as I get on my end. Mostly also because my husband works most of these holidays. So we're still working our way through establishing traditions that also work around the fact that sometimes we're not celebrating on the day of. So I would love to know what you guys do. Okay, let me scroll up from all my yapping. Yes, enjoy your lurk, Tanny. Do all the things. Ooh, who got oh, Corgi, a spiced chai today. Ooh, really shaking it up for you. I'm so glad. Wait, I'm so well, okay, I'm lost. Okay, I'm so glad I revamped the menu, because you are getting options now. And I love that for you. Okay, so I do have, I forgot I got tropical wood from Christoph. So I'm gonna go back across the hall and drop that off. But let's see, what else do we have here. 33% luck on my shopping trip. I like that. That's better than yesterday. Yesterday was 8% and it showed. Anya, you are going to be deep cleaning and then resting. Love that. Yes, please. I hope everyone at the bare minimum includes rest as part of their um, New Year's Eve to New Year's Day routine tradition. I'm also from the East Coast. I'm from New York. Never went to the ball drop of fireworks or any of the things that they do over there. And I think, though, growing up around that stuff made me less interested in that stuff. It just felt very loud and obnoxious and overrated and touristy. And so I don't get into all the partying and any of that. It's just like, no, I try to sleep. I want to go into the new year well rested. So I'm glad I've mostly always been like that. And I will continue to be that way. We are doing a family game night. Oh, I love that, Corgi. That sounds so fun and wholesome. I love that. Are we also, is everyone here of the age where we're like, even if I was partying, I've already partied myself out and now I want to rest going to the new year? Is that also where we're all at? Very, very curious. But I love the idea of a family game night. My tradition is to take a soak, luxuriate, cleanse the dirt of the previous year, because 2025 has been nonstop rantry. I hope I said that right. You are correct. 2025 has been, and this is like everyone I speak to on both a personal level and also if you were just a citizen of the world. 2025 has been non-stop. It has been heavy. I can't quite put my finger on any one thing because, like I said, it's been in both people's personal lives as well as just kind of things happening around the world. So, yes, I am with you on that. I love, love, love that. Wash away all the fooling and give yourself a clean, literally, fresh start. I love that, Wesley. Lizzie, you're going to be working and then probably playing some DDV when I get home. I love it. It brings you joy. Do it. Like, I feel like that's kind of what it should come down to. Starting the year doing the things that bring you joy. I love that plan. Oh, hi, Sisters. Good morning. How are you? How are you? How is your day starting? You know what I'm going to ask you? How's the weather? How's the dog? How's the door? But how are you today, Sisters? Board game night is my version of partying. Yes. So we also, the nights that my husband, actually, even when my husband's not here, we also try to do like a movie night. I need to go get flowers. I was like, I know there's one more thing before I go in Scrooge's shop. We like to do a movie night. Like we pull out the sofa bed though. So we have like a dedicated like entertainment movie room. But one thing we like to do for really all of the holidays is in the living room, we open the sofa bed and do movies. Maybe this year we'll do it a game night. It'll be after New Year's, but I like that. I might just take a page out of your book. Sounds like a party to me. Let's see. Okay, yes, I am all caught up. So I got my flowers, I got my fish. Let me give Peggy these last two things. We're gonna go see the duck. Peggy wanted a salad and some sprinkles. I was a little torn about whether or not I wanted to part with my sprinkles. I am one of those people that did end up with a seed of sprinkles and a seed of dill, which apparently when Witch Blossom Ranch came out was a glitch. It came out of one of the those dried wish blossoms. I didn't know we weren't supposed to get those seeds. Like I thought they were just seeds we get. So I planted my dill. Oh, okay. My Forgotten's having a fit. We're just gonna walk away from from that. Um, but I do still have my sprinkle seeds, and that makes me happy. I'm sad about my dill seeds. I keep hoping I'll get another pack again. But after doing some digging around the internet, so nothing. Wow, that sucks. Wow. This shop looks worse than my plaza shop. Oh, Doug. But yeah, so I'm holding on to my sprinkle seeds. Obviously, from foraging, I get more sprinkles. But because it's not something that I can grow, I'm very stingy with them. And seeing it as one of Pegasus's favorite things, I did hesitate. But I do eventually want to get that larger crystal. So we are just going to buy a few more. Forget this is backwards. Of these crystals, I think 19 should suffice. Because I don't know exactly how I'm going to place them. But yeah, we are going to tighten up, button up, tidy up the build and call it good, and then see where we are for the rest of the stream. Guys, thank you for 12 likes. And also, we got 471 names. It's 79, excuse me, names in the ledger. 21 away from 500. What? Let's do this. Let's go. Let's go. No, but seriously, I am very, very excited to have spent the better part of this year with all of you, whether I was streaming, creating content, or we were just hanging out in someone else's stream. This past year has been a blessing and a gift, like more than you guys. Sorry, I just cracked my knuckle and didn't realize the microphone would pick that up. It has been both a blessing and a gift, something I didn't know I needed. And so I truly appreciate you guys for not just welcoming and accepting me, but also saying, but we also want more. We want to spend more time with you, not just Kiki and other people's streams, but over here on my little corner of the internet. So truly, it means the world to me. Ooh, okay, let's see. I also got the biggest possible tin of Garrett's Chicago mixed popcorn. So, a couple of years ago, I was at a conference and I met this young woman from Chicago. And I helped her through some stuff. And so, as a thank you, she sent me one of those Garrett's Chicago popcorn mixes. Obviously, I never knew anything about it. It was my first time. But she was like, "You have to try this. I think you'll love it." It was so good. So I love that for you, Wesley. That sounds amazing. Doors open, yes. Weather's 34 degrees, heat wave. And the dog is happy she won't stick to the sidewalk. It is a win for everyone. I love that statistics. That sounds amazing. I gave up on script. I'm holding out a teensy bit of hope, Tiger Lily. I am not ready. I'm not ready to give up just yet. Oh, but it is really disheartening. Um, let's head to the island now. I want to say it was Sero. Yeah, I think it was Sero. He made a video talking about basically all the new things that are in Scrooge's shop with the Wish Blossom Ranch release. Because obviously nothing came with Cinderella, which, boo. And I don't remember how many items it was, but it was definitely a fair few, like a couple of dozen, I think. And it's so crazy that there is enough new items if you have Wish Blossom Ranch, plus just from the catalog for the past 3 years now, I guess, that the game's been out, for us to get at least one new item every single day in our game without resets or any of that other stuff. And so to go days, some people weeks without getting something new, it really blows my mind. If Gameloft listens to nothing else that we say this year to implement in 2026, I truly, truly hope they take to heart how discouraging and disheartening and frustrating it is to walk into 4 Scrooge shops if you have all the DLCs and walk out with nothing new. I don't check my other 3 just because I have all those other items. And I've only been playing a year and a half. I have all those other items, whether they're DLC specific or base game. So right now I only check Wish Blossom Ranch. And even still, it's like I don't get at least one new item every day. That's wild. So yeah, if they do nothing else in 2026, I hope they do that. I actually asked on my community tab, what is one thing? Let me get the full question so that we can have that conversation here while I decorate. I want to get my words right. So what I asked was, now I can't find it. Okay, here we go. Okay. What was your favorite game this year? Old or new? A game you're looking forward to next year? Old or new? A game that you think you'll get back into next year? And then for DDV, your favorite update, quality of life, or content? And then a must have for next year, one must have, quality of life, and then also content. So for me, my favorite game this year was Good Coffee, Great Coffee. It just really did something for soothing my nerves. But something I'm looking forward to next year is the 3.0 update for ACNH. A game I think I'm going to pick back up for real is Infinity Nikki. And for DDV, my favorite update this year was Tales of Agrabah, the one where we got Gelatin. A must-have quality update I want for next year. Yes, it's Scrooge. I definitely said like the soapbox I just stood on. Yes, Scrooge, but also additional pin slots in the premium shop. Because if they're gonna keep inflating that premium shop, 2 pin slots is not enough. At least 4. And a content update I would like to see is just more quests connecting the DLC characters. So like they did with Rapunzel and Flynn, I would love to see more of that if you have the DLCs. So those are my answers. Answer what you feel called to answer in the chat from that list. Let's see. Okay. Scrooge has also been on once to say yes. I just got the Wesley. I got the spiral stairs this weekend. Okay, so maybe he like cracked open a crate of spiral stairs this week because I got mine this weekend. Half cheese, half caramel. Yeah, it was so good. She shipped me a tin, and I was like, girl, I might need to like put in recurring orders with you or something. It was so good. I still haven't gotten those stairs. Yeah, I got mine. I think Saturday or Sunday. I can't remember. Um, mm, mm, mm. Oh, what is being held for review? Oh, because we were threatening the duck. Threatened to put him in a turducken. Scrooge liked me today. I got 3 new. Good job, Lissy. Okay, that is that. As you guys saw, I got 0 new items today. So I'm gonna live vicariously through you, Lizzie. I still haven't gotten the marble fence piece. I only got that from doing resets because I am able to do resets on my Mac and I have a storybook veil over there. It took an obscene amount of resets for me to get that fence. I don't want to talk about it. Tiny Bookshop was your favorite this year, Corey. So I saw a lot of people playing that game. While we talk, I just want to see how that crystal looks. I saw a lot of people playing that game when it came out and then not. So, are you still playing it, Courtney? But obviously, just you know, it's a slower game. I don't think it's really considered a decorating game, so I don't know if it requires the same amount of attention as like a DDV. But are you still playing it? Um, you want to get into 2 Point games? Yes, 2 Point Hospital, Campus, Museum. Are there any other facilities in the 2 Point family? Favorite game this year was Fantasy Life, and you are looking forward to Monster Hunter Stories 3. Oh, I don't know those. Well, I'm not familiar with them. I stay in a very small, niche, specific corner of gaming. Cozy gaming, but also even like more niche down. Again, I feel like 4 games. And then iPad games. Hello, Minx. Good morning. How are you? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy New Year's Eve, Eve. How are you doing today? Oh, good morning, Coco. How are you? Did I miss when you came in? No, right? I don't think so. But how are you? Happy New Year's Eve, Eve. You are looking forward to. No, you want more categories and searching. Yes, the crafting table needs work. Yeah, that whole jumping back to the very beginning, don't like that at all. Not being able to actually search, see the quantities of what you have. Yeah, it just needs to mimic the furniture catalog in a lot of ways, or the Scrooge catalog, whatever. Yes, that is a very good one. I got a 101 Dalmatian window The window seat, I did get that one very early on. That was when Scrooge was being kind to me. And I think it's one of the favorites for sure. I absolutely love that window. I love a window and a door in general. And that is a very, very good one. All right. Don't forget, guys, check your sugar cube balance. Just exclamation point sugar. See how you are doing with your in-stream currency. And if you want to use them on any of the redemptions, the paid ones, exclamation point exchange will show you the ones that are available. You are still playing Tiny Bookshop. It came up with an update. I'm looking forward to playing a little decorating, but not nearly as much as DDV. I'm thinking about actually getting it for my daughter. She is an avid reader. I feel like I am not literary enough to play that kind of game. But it really looks super, super cute. That and Tales of the Shire are two games that I saw people really excited about, and then I never saw them play again. But I also recognize that there's some games that streamers just keep to themselves. They don't necessarily feel like they have to stream them, and they just play in their own personal time. So I was very curious if that's what's happening with those games. They're just like, these are my downtime, my me time games, not community games. I'm not sure. But I do remember people being very excited about it. So I did get this crystal for Pegasus. I like it. I like the scale. I think there are definitely ways for me to incorporate it in this build. But let me show you what I did. So I fully blame Sussex for this. So if you were here during yesterday's stream, I asked if anyone had the bonus house, if they thought it would fit this build. Sussex let me come over to their valley so that I could see the building in person. Anya, do you have the Moonstone Pack house? Have you done a build with it? Because I feel like I haven't seen anyone do a build with it. But did you do one, Anya? Because I know you be on it, girl. And maybe I missed it. But I saw it in person. I was like, well, this is gorgeous. I really wanted to hate it. I didn't know it had snow flurries around it. Like, that's beautiful. So I immediately came back and revamped because I was like, okay, if I'm going to have it, it needs to be able to fit. If you remember, here was, so this was here and this was here. And I had two of these, what is this? These frozen caves, one here and one here. And so I was like, okay, if I'm gonna eventually get that building, I'm gonna do a building here and a building here and one of these here, which meant me changing around my frozen river. Now it wasn't as arduous as expected it to be. It was really just more about like closing this loop from here to here, which was actually pretty simple for all intents and purposes. I was able to run it through my trees here and come out here. Thankfully, I didn't have to adjust any pieces like I did last time. And then opening up this river here so that I could create a pathway through to get to this door. This, if you haven't been here for any of the streams, is a placeholder for Elsa's castle. And then this obviously not a comparable placeholder, but this is a placeholder for the house in the Moonstone bundle. When I eventually get that Moonstone bundle, I will also have the Moonstones to get Elsa's house. And so we will no longer have placeholders. But yeah, so it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be. So Six, this is your fault, but it wasn't terrible. So we did do it. Um, you just put decor in your bookshop. Okay, so very light. Okay, so kind of like good coffee, good pizza, great pizza. Where it's just a little bit of decorative touches for the shop that you're running, not a full-on decorating experience. Cool. I like that. Tiger Lily, you have 605 sugar cubes. Six at 290. They give you a detailed description of the books. No need to have read them yourself. That helps. Yeah, I think I definitely want to get it for my daughter. She loves books. She devours them. I love that for her. She'll go through two, three books easily in a week. She's currently reading the paperback of the Percy Jackson books, and I forgot what series she's reading on her Kindle. So yeah, she does one digital. She does both digital and paper, simultaneously, usually one at a time. But sometimes if she finishes one first, she just jumps right into another one. How she does it, I don't know, but she does. It's very cozy and has a wonderful storyline. Yeah, I think I'm gonna check it out. Um, I think it was available on Switch, not PS5, but I'm pretty sure on Switch. So yeah, I will definitely give that another look because I thought it was something she'd like, and yeah, you've convinced me. Corgi, you hit 1,000, and that's with you spending 1,025 sugar cubes. You go, girl. Ow. Flower Loki, how are you? Welcome and good morning. How are you? You are work lurking. Well, enjoy your work lurk, but thank you for popping in and saying hi, and happy New Year's Eve Eve. So yeah, this was the biggest change I made off stream, just adjusting this to accommodate those two buildings that'll go here and here. Obviously, once they're in and I see their exact footprint, I might have to zhuzh some things to the left, zhuzh some things to the right, but that's more or less the what's happening there. I also went ahead and finally gave Anna fencing because I realized um, the more I worked on this area, which I'll show you guys in a bit, something fell off, and the reason it fell off is because there were no boundaries. The kingdom just kept going endlessly. And Anya, you're still here. I'm watching Rain. Thank you. Love that. And so the more I'm watching this show about kingdoms, I'm like, kingdoms need boundaries. And I realized that was like throwing me off. So I did create this fencing. This was a lot of work. This side, not so much. So initially, I just had the snow pathing down. So all I did was separate the two sides and run the fencing through it. So when you're walking at ground level, and this is from the Frozen River kit, when you're walking at ground level, it just looks like, pools of snow around it. And then also adding the quote unquote snow angel. Y'all know how I feel about it. Piles to the side. So this was pretty easy. This one required me to use more brain cells, because it is actually to keep it aligned with this half, as well as keeping this side aligned with this half. Um, it actually calls for, it is double the size. So like I could actually double the fence. I'm not gonna do that. I did try it. It didn't look good. So I figured I would come closer up to the side where I'm walking because you can't walk over here anyway. So you'll just see the floor, which is snow, and kind of like that illusion that the river keeps going, or the pond, whatever you want to call it, but it doesn't. But I really, really love the addition of the fence here, um, to kind of again give that separation. And I'll probably just could add like pepper a tree or two there just to kind of really create a little bit of a barrier. But that kind of more or less completes Anna's area. And then I think we started this at least on stream, the well area. I just created more of these clusters. I love working groups of 3 or 5, seven if necessary, but basically odd numbers. I do want to add some seating area to complement the cocoa stand, like where are we sitting with our cocoa, although there's seating with the ice rinks. So I just kind of refined these clusters around the well, um, the areas around the pathing, and then this mini courtyard. So it's not a full-on courtyard, but this mini courtyard moment in front of the Frosty Fortress. And that's why I said I'll probably pepper some trees here, just to again create a little bit of a separation from Anna's kingdom to the Frosty Fortress. So that's what you guys missed off stream. And I just purchased these that I got from Pegasus, and just to kind of add as some decorative elements to. Can it go on the kit? No, it can't. Okay. Wishful thinking. To add to the side where Frozen Elsa's house will be, just to kind of add to the magical element of like this is her magic, manifesting on this side of the island. That is my thought process. Let's see what I missed. Thank you, Flower Loki, again. I still don't have that fence. Yeah, Coco. It took me, um, I know one session was 3 hours of resets. It wasn't awful because the baby was napping on me, so I was trapped anyway. But it was 3 hours of resets, separate from like the other days of me doing resets, but ending up with other things. Um, and so doing the math, I'm like, if one reset is supposed to represent one in-game day, um, that is like equivalent to almost like 3 weeks of waiting. But yeah, but not for resets, I don't know if I would have had that fence. So yeah, I know a lot of people that still don't have it, which I think is crazy. That is from a DLC that we paid for. At the very least, yes, we should always get one new scrooge item, but I do believe for sure at the very least with the paid DLCs, like we paid for that content. I should get one new item every single day for my DLC. And there's not so many that it should take months and months and months to get to something like the stone fence, especially by the time another DLC has come out. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know if they realize how aggressive their drop rate is for items. I don't know if it's intentional or if they, I don't know. I don't know. But I do hope it is better in 2026. All right, let us. So yeah, I'm gonna see where I can pepper these in. I'll probably kind of treat them like trees. So like where I have trees that are hanging out by themselves, obviously I can't get too close. Um, just to add that additional height, if I can get them, a little bit closer. So no rhyme or reason. That's just kind of just playing with the different heights. Um, and the colors. I like that it is not the same shade of blue as the crystals and frozen trees that we already have. It actually reminds me a lot of the blue in that Moonstone bundle house. Also, guys, Coco, I should have put her link, but again, let me know if the links are working, is another amazing creator in here. I loved your festive house build, Coco. It was so, so cute. I need to go back and actually comment. So I have a habit of just watching things back to back to back to back to back. And then I go back and actually take the time to write my thoughts in the comments. I might like something today, but you don't see me comment till like a week later. Check out Coco's channel. She does builds for Animal Crossing and DDV. Um, One of her most recent videos is of the festive house. So it's the premium shop house that has like the reindeer on top and all the lights and the garland and all of that. The build is so, so cute. It is so festive. Um, Another one who's just been killing it with builds this season. So please go check out that video. I mean, check out the channel, but the video is really good. If you just want more holiday inspiration, because I don't know about y'all, but it's still the holiday season over here for me. Good morning, Dom. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? And happy New Year's Eve, Eve. How are you doing today? And you're very welcome, Coco. The links are working. Wonderful. Yeah, so I don't know what went wrong, but it was like last week, I think, or it might have been 2 weeks ago. All the creator links were coming back to my channel, and I was like, well, that's not helpful. That doesn't, and it wasn't like me experiencing that. It was actually someone else who told me that, and then when I tried, it did the same thing. So I don't know if it was just something with the input, if Streamlabs was just going through something, but I'm glad they are working now. Thank you, Tiger Lily. um okay, we're saying good morning to Dom. So yeah, we're just gonna pepper some of these in, which I'm glad I got these because what I'm doing with these, I thought I could have done with that standing star thing that we got. Not the three-tiered one, but it's from last year. They gave it to us for free. Why did I leave? That was a very strange choice. I don't remember what it's called. So I had wanted to use these from last year. Um, Hopefully it's not too deep into my catalog. I mean, how many blue items do I really have? Okay, more than I thought. These, I wanted to use these. But these look really cheap to me. And I may be able to nestle these in a corner somewhere, but it just doesn't feel like what I thought they would do in my head, it wasn't doing. Um, and these crystals are doing that for me. So These, in case you don't know, are from Pegasus. This is Pegasus's level 6 reward. When I first saw the crystals, I was like, this is a very silly reward. I do still think the pink and the orange are silly at the moment, but I might be working on a build that I actually go, oh, this works for, just like, it happened with the blue one. Guys, thank you for, whoa, 20 likes and 480 subscribers. I have a thing about numbers. I have 20 likes and we're 20 subscribers away from 500. I feel like that's a sign. I feel like that's a sign. But thank you guys. Thank you for liking the stream, both emotionally and actually clicking the button. It really, really means a lot to me. Thank you for adding your name to the ledger, whoever you are that subscribed. Welcome to the parlor. I hope you like it here. I hope you stay. And the blue snow flake looking thing. Yes. Yeah, I wanted to love it. I don't hate it. I wanted to love it for this build. It wasn't doing it for me. So this crystal definitely does that for me. You are on your way to work. Well, I hope you have a safe trip to work, a good day at work, an easy day at work. We're ending the year, so I need every job to cool it. Unless you are like a first responder or something, of that nature. I know how that goes. Those jobs never have downtime. Fortunately, unfortunately, I don't know how you want to look at it. But if you're like in an office or something, I need every job to just cool it. It's the end of the year. So I hope you have a light and easy day at work as we end the year. Um, Oh, they aren't working, Tiger Lily. Okay, thank you for correcting. So at the end of stream, let me make a note to myself. I will just drop all the creator stream manually. So we had Naturally Coco. Um, we had Nicole. We had Anya, and we had Tanny. I would just manually drop those links at the end of stream and then off stream take a look and hopefully figure out what's going on in the new year, because this is my last stream of 2025. But thank you for the correction again, Tiger Lily. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so we're gonna pop these in here. And then where they create like these two moments, then I'll find another smaller item, either some type of foliage or something to complete those clusters, and make them clusters of 3. Also, hold on first, let's turn that around. Also, don't love these guys here. So we're just gonna get rid of that. Not sure if I'm gonna put anything there. Doesn't feel necessary. So I might just leave that as it is. I'm obsessed with these white crystal trees. Those are from Glamour Gulch, if I'm not mistaken, if I recall correctly. And I absolutely love them. No, we can skip that. All right, let's zoom out. So this is where we are with the build, guys. So only thing we're missing is those two buildings and then whatever adjustments we need to make accordingly for where those two buildings are gonna go. But we did it. Again, I still want to do some detailing, but we pretty much finished. What do we think? It only took what, 5 streams? I mean, obviously I did some work off stream, but for the most part, it only took 5 streams. What do we think, guys? Let me see. Hold on. Yeah, officially 20 away, Nicole. Feels kind of surreal. So I do think I can end the year. Obviously, I would love to have hit it on stream with you guys. But there's actually 48 hours left in the year. So I think it can be done. But even if it's not done, this is such a huge milestone. Um, the channel is about 4 months old, so even just being able to look towards 500 is really dope. So again, thank you for everyone for being here, for being so accepting, being so supportive. I have built a YouTube channel before and it was very solo work, right? It was just me creating my content, optimizing my keywords and doing all the things, and just the channel grew organically in that way. This has definitely been a community effort. The liking, the chatting, the shout outs, the raids, in that way, of just being very accepting and very community oriented. So this is an us moment. I know the difference between when it is done as a group and when it is solo, and this was definitely a collective effort. So thank you so so much, you guys. Wesley, I took off until January 1st because I'm not in the mood for my coworkers. You know that I applaud you, like real life applaud. That's me clapping. For just kind of drawing that boundary. I'm saying, nope, that's not how I want to end my year. That's not how I want to like close out this year and set the tone for the new year. So I love that for you, especially because everybody took off and I had to try to do three people's jobs. See, they didn't care about you. And you know, sometimes that is a hard pill to swallow, where it's like you work in an environment where everyone's looking out for themselves, and maybe you are not that way and you expect you from them. So I'm glad you kind of set that boundary for yourself, and did that for yourself and said, you know what? If y'all don't care, why should I care? I need to put me first, basically. I need to put me first, Lucius. Who can tell me where that's from? Who can tell me where that's from? And I will add some sugar cubes to your purse. I'm a security officer, so I don't really get dapped on except on the weekends. Yeah, I know how that goes. That is a 24/7, 365 type of field, so I completely understand. Hello, Robert. How are you? Happy New Year's Eve, Eve. How are you doing today? Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you for hanging out. My Christmas was very low key, very chill. I actually did not do any baking. It was a very quiet Christmas, but in a good way. So it was very because my husband works on Christmas. So we did our usual brunch. We did a Christmas Eve dinner. And that was it. We kept it super chill. How was yours? Let's see. Let me see. They do fireworks and stuff. I did see that Tiger Lily. When I went to my game last night, Isabel did mention a very special event. And my daughter's been playing for a few years, so she did mention to me that there's a whole big thing. I've never seen it on hers. But she did mention to me that they do fireworks on New Year's Eve. So I am looking forward to that. I think that's so cute. That is so fun how they like for Thanksgiving they did Turkey Day, for Christmas they do Toy Day. And I love that they have more generic names, if you will, in case you don't celebrate the thing. But I think like Thanksgiving, that's an American thing. So they call it Turkey Day in the game. I love that. Christmas, they call it Toy Day. I think that's so cute. So I'm looking forward to the fireworks. Um, where am I? Well, this thing jumped. Thank you, Corgi. I'm looking forward to the growth or whatever 2026 brings. Um, okay, I think I've touched this build enough. I might come back like off stream and do a thing or two. Um, but I feel like I've touched this build enough, guys. Do you think that there's anything missing that I should add that I haven't considered? Now that you guys have your eyeballs on the quasi finished product, let me know while I catch up to the stream. But thank you, Corgi. Thank you for that love. I'm excited to see what 2026 brings. I remember when I first started playing the game, one of my good friends, because everyone who knows me in real life knows that I come from content creation, influencer marketing background. That is professionally what I did, just in a very different industry. And so my friends, like one of their first questions they asked me was, am I gonna be streaming? Am I gonna be creating content? I was like, no. This is just for me. This is just for funsies. And it still is. I picked up games just when I was going through a really difficult postpartum, and I was also laid off at the time around that same season. And so I just needed to quiet my thoughts essentially. even the urge to stream comes from a different place than when I was doing it professionally, creating content professionally. This isn't about my livelihood so much as it's just like another layer, another way to talk to you guys, to connect with you guys. I love being in the discords and the chats and what's not when I can. This just kind of uh, makes it more of like an intentional community building, if that makes sense. And so I didn't go in with really any goals or anything like that. The 500 goal came from actually being able to see 500 on the horizon. So I'm excited for whatever 2026 decides to do for us and this channel and me. And I'm excited to have you guys along for the ride. So thank you. All right. Robert is talking to Tiger Lily. Is that the real Nicole? Oh, no, that's, you're behind on stream. Oh, it happens to me all the time on other people's stream. I'll be like 20, 30 minutes behind. I blame YouTube. Um, oh, one of your coworkers actively doesn't like you. Like it's my fault they're 30. And you have your dad's Rasta line looking man. Wesley, you are hilarious. Oh, excuse me. Listen, I am a believer that hurt people. So just don't let that energy affect you. You keep being amazing. Because I think sometimes some people just want to bring you down with whatever they're going on with, and it has nothing to do with you. But you're also clearly hilarious and handling it like a champ. So, the fireworks are so. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Ooh, that's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make sure I actually log into my game. Because we share a game, we can't play at the same time, my daughter and I, and she's on winter break, so she's been playing a lot, and I just kind of let her do her thing. So I need to make sure I actually open my game tomorrow so I can like really check it out for myself. Hopefully 2026 brings some chill pills and extra dollars. I receive all of that for all of us. Chill pills and extra dollars. Let's put it all out there. Thank you, Minx. I appreciate that. Yeah, I think this build is done. I think we can call it good. Like I said, I might go in and pepper a few more details, like on the ground and what's not, but I don't think there's really any more that I can do to make it better. If the gazebo that matches this, it's not this house per se, these walls, I should say, show back up in my recommended, I might swap them out, and I'm able to get them at the time. I might swap them out just to see the color difference. But I think we're good. So we are going to walk it. Okay. I just need to go literally anywhere else. So that, because for some reason, when you're on an island, when you're in a biome and you teleport yourself to the same biome, it brings you to the well in that biome. When you're on an island and you teleport yourself to that island, it doesn't bring you to the well. It just brings you back to where you're standing. And I wanted to land back at the well so we can walk it and you guys can kind of get that perspective. Thank you, Tiger Lily. That means a lot to me. This is also, I don't know if you guys realize, the very first build I've done on stream. I've walked through builds on stream. I've done organizing on stream. I've never decorated on stream. So thank you guys for being amazing. Oh, before we do the walk, this was hilarious to me. I think the game is trolling me. If you were here last week, so that I could pin Elsa's castle, I unpinned the Hatter house. And I have had that pinned since it's been new because I know what I want to do with it. I just haven't gotten to that build yet. And so I've prioritized purchasing items that I know I'm going to use within like that week, that 2 weeks or whatever. So I unpinned the Hatter house last week on stream so that we could pin Elsa's house. I just want you guys to see what showed up in my recommended. The Hatter house. I'm like, this house wants me to get it. And I feel like if I don't get it before tomorrow, oh shoot, tomorrow's Wednesday. I I might never see it again. The game is trolling me, guys. I saw it and I was cracking up. Decorista, hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Let me add you to my list because apparently links don't work, so I have to manually add you at the end of stream. But welcome in. Happy New Year's Eve Eve. How are you, friend? How are you ending the year? How are you preparing for the new year? How are you feeling today? Yes, we're gonna do a walkthrough. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. So when you land in the well, I would change the time of day, but I'm not trying to take any chances, to be quite honest. So I deliberately, now this is something I may tinker with later. I love height. So this is, I gotta get used to the main focal point when you come out the well not being something tall. So I'll probably just add another, what's going on now? Um, another tree to frame this side. Yeah, let's just do that now. This is the medium version of this tree, if I'm not mistaken. Wham, bam, done. All right. So this comes down this way. Um, if you haven't been here for a while, then you probably won't know the reindeer have become my favorite accessory. And I have the clouds tucked away in these trees. So from a distance, it looks like it's just constantly snowing back there. We are going to go to the left first. So I have this little land bridge over here. And then when you turn left, hi Anna. Oh, she's upset. What's going on, girlfriend? Ugh, mornings. See, I'm a morning person, but I get it. And I just love seeing her um just whoever, the villagers. I should have recorded this. Well, we're here now. I love seeing the villagers engage with the seating and the things. Um, so we're gonna keep walking. So this leads down to this very simple foyer moment, as if this is where the carriage is would do like a sort of roundabout. I call these the bestie castles. So two bestie princesses. This is where they come out and go on bestie princess dates. I don't know, whatever princesses do. I can come out this way or around the other way. It didn't really matter. This is not designed for me to actually enter. It is literally just for show. And in case you're wondering how I would get to that seating under the gazebo, let me show you how. I think I can walk through here. So I did go in and create openings to make sure I could actually access things. So like deleted some rocks. So yeah, you would go through here and just kind of sit and take it all in. Voila. Again, it looks super pretty at night. I just don't want to take any chances, and now my game is stuck in nighttime mode. So just imagine it with me at night, because so many of these things glow or have some sort of luminescence to them, even if it's not like a straight up light pole. So like the banners have lights on top of them, the crystals have a subtle glow to them, so the fountain even has a glow to it. All right, so we were coming down here. I had a carriage back here and I decided to delete it. I just wanted to let this area breathe more. This little fountain moment, I really love how even though it's supposed to be a Moroccan fountain, thematically it has nothing to do with this, but the colors work really, really well, especially at night. So this side of the island, for anyone who doesn't know, is the side that's more touched by Elsa's magic. So that's where you see more crystals and all the frozen willows, but you also see some signs of life, if you will, some pops of greenery, some thought items. So this is where, hopefully, and I think it'll fit, this is where the house in the Moonstone bundle will eventually go. Yeah, I'm gonna show it in camera mode so you can kind of get the like a pulled back view, but I can't walk in camera mode, Lizzie. So that's why I say like just imagine like the walkthrough, like walking through all these lights. So at the end I'll go in camera mode so you can at least see the different areas and vignettes, but the walkthrough I can't do in camera mode. Decarisa, you are doing well. Yes, I'm glad you were able to catch me. I love when you're able to, even if you are getting ready, just for a brief moment, just come in and say hi. So thank you. Feeling better today, sis. It's Dom. You were sick. Good to hear you are feeling better. This time of year is wretched, so that is progress. You can use the big crystal when you get it. It's about the size of Aladdin's. I did not realize it was that big, so I am working towards it. Let's keep walking. Wow. So it's as big as the giant pepper shaker. Good to know. This looks. Thank you, Decorista. I'm feeling worse for some reason, but getting a pharmacy delivery soon. You had an appointment yesterday, Sis. How did that go? Um, you said, I think you just said they gave you a prescription. Is that what I read? Oh, you're getting a pharmacy delivery soon. Okay. So hopefully everything helps you feel more on the mend so that both you and Dom, you guys can go into the new year feeling more 100% more like yourselves. Um, Being sick is never fun. I went into last year New Year's sick actually, if I remember correctly. So I came into 2025 sick. 2025 sick. So hopefully you guys can both get some recovery before the year changes over. Thank you, Dom. Thank you, Sissix. Um, oh, okay, that makes sense. I had it for about 2 weeks, Sissix, and it took me down. It actually took the whole house. But for everyone else, it was just a cold. For me, um, it took me out. It nearly took me out. I was making life choices like, is this how my story ends? So I totally can understand a little bit more better now. Hopefully, you are not on the worst end of it. I did end up with some medication that really, really helped me a lot. And so hopefully your delivery can do the same for you. And we come around this way to the right, just this pathway straight up to Anna's door. I did open up the river here because this is going to be Elsa's house. So I created this little pathway here, and then the sisters can meet up here, have a little tea, and I'll get the royal tea and all that out of my storage. The blue tea, the fact that it's called royal tea and it's blue, it's gonna look amazing here. We might even just do that on stream. And you can come down this little path thing here, and this will lead you to Elsa's door. So this is where you really see the impact of her magic the most over here. Like practically everything is frozen. Just the trail of ice that she leaves behind her. This is where she really just thrives. All the crystals coming out and everything. So again, if you don't know, Cindy doesn't live here. That is going to be Elsa's house. um, and so we come out here, and then we go to the most thought out, if you will, part of, not thought, thawed, Thawed, part of the island towards the Frosty Fortress. I like to think of it as this is Kristoff's domain, because Kristoff is just this rugged nature guy. I actually do need to add, I forgot about the seating area for the Coco. But this just kind of comes up to the door here. We have his sled, whatever. I'll add the baby reindeer companion to its house once I stop hanging out with it. So that's what's happening here. And so this is where you start to see more of the wood elements, more of the greenery. And then this one, yeah. And then cut through here. And again, that's the well. Here we have the little ice rink. So I almost forgot. I do need to do the seating area for the cocoa stand. And this kind of like a little town square. This is the starting point. Can I walk through these? I didn't think so. These are just two ice rinks that I put side by side. So when the girlies have their princess besties over, they go skating. Or Kristoff has his prince besties over. Whatever. Whoever wants to skate. Hey, Anna girl. Oh, you're still peeved. It's morning time. All right, girlfriend. But yeah, that is the island. Okay, let me catch up. But yes, okay, so Sis 6, yeah. So hopefully what they prescribed you does the trick. It was towards the end that the prescription I got, I started to really notice a difference, and I was like, okay, this is not how my story ends, because that is how I felt at the time. But this was much closer to when it was still new, if you will. I wish I could decorate like this. Sis 6, so I have seen Sis 6. I've seen your valley. Sis 6's valley looks so fun. And one day when I'm actually streaming on my Mac and not the PlayStation, I do want to do a tour stream of y'all. Because to see a valley like Sis 6's, um, when I went to go see the house, it looked so fun, just kind of running through the areas before I got to the house. So we all have our decorating styles, we all have our ways, but I do accept the compliment. Um, this does it take time and patience? Time, yes. The patience part is more so being patient with myself, Nicole. Um, it's more about like trying to not achieve perfection, but also going in and out. Oh, let me do the camera mode so you guys can see the different areas in the nighttime. Going in and out from furniture mode to walking, because there were a lot of things that made sense in furniture mode and then I couldn't walk through them. For, for example, they looked real nice from up above. What am I doing? And then I get to ground level and it just looked like clutter. Yeah, let's do this one. And then, what did I do? Oh, I hit reset by accident. Um, no, I like this one. And then we are going to do that. So you see all the little glowy features. Sorry for going so fast at the beginning. Also, sorry in advance for if my camera crashes into things. So it's not like this super bright lights. Like you get the pops of warm lights from the windows and the fence stanchions, but the blue has this really nice luminescence to it that I am obsessed with. If you guys can see it, this is probably the best view right here. Voila. So it does take patience, more so being patient with myself, trusting the process. I mood board a lot. I pull a lot of inspiration from what's that place called? Pinterest. If you want to check out my Pinterest board, you can go ahead and do that there. I am Lady Danbury Plays on Pinterest, Instagram, and Threads. So I pull a lot of real world inspiration. I actually try my hardest not to look at anybody else's builds until I have an idea for what I'm going to do so that I'm not influenced. Especially, and it's hard, right? Because you have people like Anya, Decorista, and all these other creators who will put out builds almost like immediately when the new items come out, because they can work like fast like that. I don't know how y'all do it. I tip my hat to y'all. Um, I need more time to flesh out my thoughts. And so I try not to look at other people's builds until I know what I want to do. I look at a lot of real world inspiration, and then I look at what Scrooge actually gives me, what I can get from the premium shop, and then I kind of go from there of how I can recreate the thing that I saw in the real world. So this is so pretty. The snow falling made me feel like I'm in a snow globe, and there goes Anna running. Who's chasing you, girl? Who is going after the princess? Where you going, girlfriend? I also love the subtle glow of the bubbles. All right, let's, can I do this without crashing into a tree? It was worth a shot. I wanted to get a view of this side, but no. Just where I'm standing. But yeah, I hope that helped. I really, really hope that helped. Tiger Lily. Okay, you want me to play Scramble Coin? Oh, and my opponent must be from A Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's do it. Let us do it. We did the bill. Okay, hold on. Before I go find, so that'd be Jack or Sally. Real quick. Let me do the seating area for the cocoa stand before I forget. It'll have to exist in this area here, and I think I know exactly which table and chairs I want to use. Okay, I think I want to do these. I don't think these. No. Don't hate that one. I just know I want it to be round. How does this one look out in the wild? No. I also want to take into account that we probably have some new tables. Let me sort by new list. Okay, none of the new ones I think are the vibe. I wanted round. Yeah, now I want it round. I think it's gonna be between those two. I like using this one a lot, but that's not the vibe for this. No, too ornate. Yeah, I think it's gonna come down. Oh. Nope, too rustic. I think it's gonna come down to, ooh, I forgot about you. You might be the best of both worlds. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's put one there. And maybe another one aquí, over here. And then, yeah, one where I started. Just needed to see the layout. And then chairs. I want to keep using the new blue chairs that I've been using everywhere. Let's see how it looks with these tables. I don't love it. Okay. So that answers that. Huh. I didn't think that would work, but wanted to look anyway. Let's see, what other chairs do I have? No. Oh, I know what chair I want. I know what chair I want. Although I use this one a lot. That's not the one I was looking for. It's the armchair, and I think it's older. It's from the dock. There we go. And then this one can get 2 chairs. Let's turn that chair that way. Maybe one of the villagers will actually sit on it. And 1 chair here. Nothing crazy. Now there are a few things that are coming back to the premium shop that I do plan on adding. So like from the royal winter that came with the ice rink. So the arch that looks like, where's the bench? Not this bench. The arch that looks like this bench, the rug that came from that, those are all coming back. And so my hope is like I'll be able to add that rug to create you know, some kind of sort of zoning, if you will, like under some areas. But yeah, all right, we're done. And then I'll go back and get like the teas and cocos. All right, let us find. I'm gonna start in the Forgotten Lands. We need to find Jackie, Jack or Sally. Let's see. All right. Don't know how to play Scrabble coin. So, my daughter taught me how to play. So when I first started, because she started the Rift in time before me, and I was like, what is this? Is this supposed to be chess, checkers? I don't get it. But then I also like, the more I played, as I read the description of what each piece could do, that also helped me get a little bit more well versed. And I ended up just loving it once I understood kind of how to strategize, if you will. Um, I don't play it often, obviously, because I have all the pieces. And let's see, Jack is home. Close to Jack. He's home. um, I don't play it often because I have all the pieces. I finished the track. I do wish if Jack is not home. That was a bold-faced lie, DDV. I do wish if you had the DLC, they did continue to add to the track as they add more characters, so you get the pieces for the characters. But then there's also pieces for characters we don't have. There was always, yeah, he's not home. There was always a Cindy piece. We only just got Cindy. There's a Ralph piece. We don't have Ralph, but we have Vanellope. So I do wish there was a little bit more alignment with that. When A Rift in Time finished, they added the Jafar piece, like once you were able to unlock Jafar. So I wish they kind of kept doing stuff like that. All right, so Jack is not actually home. All right, let's see who we find. So I do wish it was something because I do think it has a lot of replayability. But I do play it with new villagers just to kind of add to their friendship XP. All right, let's see who's eating or shopping. Jack or Sally? I see that. I love how Flynn is in one restaurant and Raps is in the other. That's fun. Sally is shopping. Let's go get Miss Sally. I don't think I've actually played against either of them. I played against Sally when she was new. I didn't play against Jack because I didn't know how to play the game. And I think that's the last time I played against Sally. Get my wrapping paper while I'm here. Alright. Alright. Now let's get Miss Sally. Um you're so fun for this. Oh, of course, Decorista. I have to go. Have a great day at work. I hope work is kind to you. I hope it is a light day. Decorista, correct me if I have this wrong though. You are a working interior designer, right? Do I have that correctly? And if you're still here. But thank you, Decorista. They've been flipping with me a lot. My characters are... No, seriously, I don't even believe them when they tell me the characters are in the house anymore. Because I go in there and find nothing but disappointment. But I try to give them the benefit of the doubt. And it's always wrong. They add more Lion King, the better expand the cave or make up something because Rafiki in there with those. Yeah, Rafiki needs a tree, Wesley. Rafiki absolutely needs a tree. But he's a character, like he has a figurine. He's not in the game. I would love to see him in the game. She's level 3? Oh, all right. I'm gonna have to think about this one. I'm actually have to work for this. Okay. You are. Okay, that is what I thought. So Decorista, yeah. So Decorista is a working interior designer. So hopefully you have good clients because I know this time of year can go either way. It can go either way. Hopefully, again, you are working on some fun projects, some easy projects, and you have a light day at work going into the new year. But thank you for hanging out, saying hi. And if I don't speak to you before the year changes, I hope you have an amazing end of 2025 and start to 2026. All right, let's play. I have my five. My top five rotated for a while, but most recently it has been these top. Sometimes I still alternate Pumbaa with Gaston. The biggest difference between them, so they go straight. So they can take up an entire row. The biggest difference being Pumbaa can only do it horizontally and vertically, but if he lands near a fence, he'll break that fence. Gaston can do it horizontally, vertically, and diagonally. So if he's somewhere, if either one of them is somewhere that has a row of coins, that comes in real handy. I'm going to do Gaston for this one, just because at least the current board setup doesn't look like it has a lot of fencing, so Pumbaa might not get as much done. Jafar and Raps have been my two kind of non-negotiables that I don't switch out. I sometimes switch out Scrooge for Merlin. Scrooge can only move two in any direction, but he gets an extra coin when he's done his movements. So even if he moved on two spaces that had no coins on them, I'm getting a coin. Merlin, when one, he can pass through anything, so that comes in real handy. But in his vicinity, he can change a coin from silver to gold, which has a higher value. So that's why sometimes I'll alternate between the two of them, because Scrooge may get me extra coin, Merlin may get me a gold coin. And they all have things that they do. I like Jafar because each of his moves adds a step. Each of my turns adds a step to his moves. So when he starts, he can only move one. Next time he can move two, then three, etc. Raps can gather three coins from any of the tiles as long as she's touching the three tiles. And Eve can go wherever she wants, basically. So I like to keep her, and I think Daisy can as well, but I like to keep Eve, for when my other characters are nowhere near anywhere useful. But there's like an amazing gold coin somewhere that I don't want the opponent to get. I use Eve. There. Okay. That's my explanation, kind of, for my top five. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I always start with Jafar because his increases with time. Oh, I hear the little one. Yep, so we're in that final half hour. And his first move has to be diagonal, so the blue tells you where you can put them, by the way. So he has to be on the perimeter, but then that also tells me his first move can be to get that coin. So hopefully I'm able to explain as I go for those of you who are like, I don't know how to play this game. I don't remember everyone's moves. So he glowed because basically his buff is activated. Um, da, 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 da. So I'm going to put. So if this. Oh no. Okay. So yeah, I'll put him here, and he'll go to this one. And then Jafar can now, instead of just moving diagonal, can also move horizontal or vertical. And I will say, like, the game for me at least got more interesting as I got more figurines. Raps, I can put her anywhere. So, okay. Um, okay, I'll put her here. And that way you'll also be able to see what she can do. So I've moved her to this empty one, but you'll see she takes all those three around her. So I don't have to choose. Gaston's gonna clear this entire row. And then Jafar. I want him to keep going this way. And like I said, everyone's strategy is different. There's a lot of coins, a lot of figurines to do a lot of different things. So it really kind of Depends on how you play. You can only have 3 on the board at a time. So now I need to decide if I want to switch somebody with one of these. So I usually just look. Jafar's in a good position to collect the things I want him to collect, so he can stay. Gaston, however, is pretty useless to me at the moment because there's nothing around him except that 1 coin, and Raps can get that. So I'll probably bring in Eve, because if I replace Gaston with Scrooge, again, he can only really grab that 1 coin or just do the bonus coin, which isn't as helpful as me making Eve jump to this gold coin over here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I could have also replaced Raps, but I like to keep Raps. Fairy Godmother's another one good to have, but it's a little bit more unpredictable. So let me do my move with Jafar. Raps isn't going to do anything particularly special at this moment, but because there wasn't that many coins around her. And then Eve is just going to go do her thing, grab these. And I have all the figurines. I can even show you guys my scramble coin room. Alright. So this is the time where I will swap out. So if I keep Raps, right, she will for sure, like if I move her up, for sure be able to grab those gold coins, which are worth 3, or I can bring her down and she just grabs those 3 silver. So I am actually going to swap her with Scrooge because he'll still grab those gold coins, but also give me his bonus coin. And then I'm just going to have Jafar just keep going all the way up and have Eve come over here. I also don't like to lose. Even though I don't get anything else for it, I don't like to lose. And I win! Pew, 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 pew. Yay me. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you for redeeming that. So yeah, this is the whole track for anyone who hasn't finished it yet. You don't know which pieces you're gonna get in what order, like it's random. You definitely get a lot more in the beginning, and as you progress, they get further and further apart. As you can see. So, yep, that is Scramble Coin. I hope that helped. I hope that helped someone like it more or hate it less. While I'm in here, I don't think there's anything new in here, but for funsies, let's just take a gander. Nothing new, but I will buy more of this stuff that I use a lot, because that way it doesn't count towards my 1,000 minimum for the day. I use that door a lot. Hey, Elsa girl. I use that a lot. I use this a lot. Alright, let's go. I'll show you guys my scramble coin room. So that is in the house, and that will be a good way to also empty my pockets and then wrap up the last stream of the year. What? I didn't count how many streams I've done this year, but I do know my first stream was October 1st. So for all intents and purposes, we're gonna say 3 months of streaming, and you guys have made this so much fun, so amazing, like an experience that I didn't expect it to be. So thank you guys for 3 months, amazing months of streaming, 4 months of being just on this channel. Prior to that, I was just sharing my DDV stuff on Instagram. And then I met all of you guys, and it has been a fantastic, amazing journey. This is my scramble coin room is this way. This is my scramble coin room. But yeah, these are all the figurines. So like some universes are complete. So we have the Frozen. Not that I need one, but there is no Mother Gothel for Tangled, but we do have Raps and Eugene. We have Cinderella, Wally, Monsters Inc. These don't need more. Mickey and them. Lion King. It took me a while to realize we didn't have Timon. It wasn't until I did this, I was like, why don't I have 6? We don't have Timon. But we have Rafiki. However, in the game as characters, it's the other way around. These are just one of one in their universes. And we have all these characters except Forky. I don't need Forky, by the way, in case anyone's wondering. And we have all of these characters, but like we don't have a Aladdin figurine, we don't have a Jasmine figurine, or Ariel, or Eric, or Belle, or Beast, or Vanellope. So it's just interesting the way they did the coins versus the figurines. So I do think there is an opportunity to expand the game, but I say this as someone who likes the game. So yeah, I'm gonna empty my pockets. Thank you guys for 23 likes on today's stream. That is amazing. Thank you for 480. I'm just gonna drop these off here. I'll do the full sorting later. Thank you for 480 subscribers. 480 names in the ledger. I am really excited to see what 2026 holds. I think so the video I wanted to, why do I keep doing that? The video I wanted to end the year with is not ready. So it is just going to be my first video for the new year, which is fine too. So I have another video that was ready that was going to be for the new year. So I will just most likely end the year with that. So that'll go up tomorrow. It is me ranking and first floor. It is me ranking every single premium shop house that I have. So I'm showing all of them, but I don't have all of them. So I'll be ranking them really based on their versatility, obviously based on how they look. Just kind of those things, the aesthetic, the usability, etc. So that is going to be going live on the channel tomorrow. I think I just have to make some final tweaks, but that'll most likely be my last video for the year. And this is the last stream for the year. I had a great time hanging out with you guys this year. Let me see what's in the chat. Dang, yeah, they are missing a lot of figurines. Yeah, like it's not until I started to gather more and more of them that I realized, oh, these figurines aren't one-to-one with the characters in the game. I thought they were. They are not. I like that you just weigh the scramble coin pieces. I have all of them, but I don't believe I've even put them down. So yeah, I've never used them before. Like I've seen people use them in like incorporate them into builds. Let's go to the pantry floor. I've never done that, but when I did, so this is my treasures floor. Just go back up there. So this is gems, the back is time bending, and this is snippets. And I wanted to make this floor basically all of my treasures. And these are pretty figurines. They also come in 2 colors. We get them in this gold base, and we also get them in a purple base. So they are considered decor. Okay. I thought it was actually going to, interesting how the similar feature doesn't work for that. Yeah, so these are all the purple ones. Jafar, actually, I still have Celestial base, that's what it's called. I have both his bases because Jafar, when that release came out, he ended up in our Scrooge shops and he wasn't supposed to. I bought it and then I also got it from the game. So we get 2 of each as you when you unlock them or whatever the case is. So they are considered decor. And when I was just redoing my storage, I was like, I have them, might as well use them. And they're taking up space in my inventory anyway. Um, they might gonna put a lot of players don't like scrambled coins, so they probably didn't expand it. Yeah, no, I know a lot of players definitely don't like them. We're going to the pantry floor. And I get that. I just think if you have the DLC, just let the track keep going. Whoever doesn't want to play it won't play it, and whoever does will. I just think it has really good replayability versus the tapestries, right? The tapestry, you complete the puzzle, you unlock the thing. You have no reason to redo the puzzle unless you're doing like a dreamlight duty or something. Whereas these, like I said, I like to play them to continue to level up characters because it does add a little bit of XP to them. I like the strategy of it all. So I think it just has a little bit more replayability if you are someone who likes it. That's just my take on it. How many house skins do I have? So last I counted, I had about 68, I think, or something. It was like 70% or 75% thereabouts of total houses. So I think I had like 68 out of the 80 that we had at the time. Oh, you're full. I thought I had a second one. I did. Huh. All right. No, babe. I'll cook something eventually. I'm sure that'll use it. I'm sure. Oh, forgot to drop off the sweets as well as my kale. I'm still getting used to the fact that my Wish Blossom Ranch stuff actually now has home in my storage. You were here, and the lollipops, 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 lollipops. Dum dum dum. Sorry. Oh, how did I miss those dried sticks? And I will go outside and we can look at our house skins and then prepare to say goodbye. Alright. I also need to get my potions back in my pockets. When I was doing my cleanup, I emptied out my pockets to like the bare minimum, and it feels very, very weird not having my potions and things on me. I'm also not star pathing right now, so I guess or grinding as much, so I guess it doesn't matter. House skins that I have. I know I definitely am nowhere near having all of them because there are some that, for example, are in certain packs, like bonus packs, like when the Rift in Time DLC came out. That one I don't have. I know I skipped the Apple Orchard Moonstone seasonal pack. And there's some I simply don't want. So I don't want the Candy House, for example. But I have, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 4 times 17. I'm gonna whip out my calculator. It was too early in the day. 4 times 17, 68. Yep, so 70. That makes sense. Yeah. So I have 70 of the houses. So if we take out the ones that I don't have, I think we have about like 85 or thereabouts houses in the skin total, in the game total. I also love that we ended up with an extra house because they messed up. And this is the festive house, by the way, that I was saying Coco did a build for on her channel, and that I thought was just super fun. So yeah, I have 68 out, 70, excuse me, out of the 80 some odd houses that are in the game. So I will be ranking all of these in my order of preference, basically from regal to feeble. Just little, it's just more of like a fun game, but it's also nice to look back and see like how many houses we have, because I know it can be really easy to forget what we have to decorate in the game because we just immediately use what's new. We go for what's like right in front of us, and forget that like, oh no, there are 3 years worth of houses in the game. All right, let us wrap up. Let us go where it all began, and let us start to wrap up the morning. There we go. I'll just take a seat right here. Wonderful. Lovely. Okay, so like have said a million times, I feel like in the stream, I cannot thank you guys enough for an amazing year on YouTube these past couple of months, streaming, but also just even when I wasn't streaming and I was just hanging out in different stream chats with you guys, or in different discords with you guys. You guys have been an amazing, amazing community. There really aren't not enough words for me to express what being in this environment, being in this space, has done for me. So thank you for an amazing year. Thank you for being amazing supporters. Thank you for 23 likes on this stream. Naturally, Coco, Nicole, Anya, Decorista. Thank you to the amazing creators who popped in to say hi. Thank you to Tanny for the raid. So if you are still here from Tanny's raid, thank you for coming, hanging out, staying. Thank you for 480 subscribers on my little baby channel, and for just again hanging out with me in this cozy corner of mine on the internet. It is the end of the year, so I hope all of you have an amazing, amazing end of the year. I hope whatever you're doing, seems like most of us are going to be home relaxing and resting. I hope whatever you are doing though, you are safe, you are rested, you are well. I probably won't actually talk to you guys again until next year, so I hope 2026 is amazing to all of you. I, if nothing else, wish for you to have a bountiful, restful, amazing start to the new year, a very full of joy, laughter, and just abundant 2026. 2025 was heavy, and so I hope 2026 is just lighter for all of us in all the ways. Corgi, thank you for pulling up the tally. Corgi, you were so close. And it's only because you spend that you aren't actually number one. I'm convinced, Corgi. You actually redeem things. But so we have Corgi at number two at 1085. I'm not even reading prices anymore. And then we have me, Jas at number four, Tiger Lily in the top five. Let's go. Then we have, hold on. Okay, then we have Dom, New Name, Flower Loki, Brandy, and Topher rounding out the top 10. Happy New Year to all of you. Thank you for choosing to end the year with me. Be safe, be well, and I will see you guys in 2026. Happy New Year, everyone. Bye. JK. I hope you're still here because I forgot to put everyone's links. Uh, since they aren't working, I was like, oh wait, I forgot to do something. So let me go ahead and put all of those creator links, um, because for whatever reason they weren't working. So I hope you're still here. Oh, hey Topher. Welcome in. Um, hold on. All right, so I'm gonna put those links. Thanks, guys. Okay, and so for another amazing creator over on the Twitch side of things, you're right on time, Topher. At least right on time for me to put everyone's links, all the creators. that we're here. Oh, my boss is calling me. So we had naturally cocoa pop in. Okay, this is, hold on. Why is this not moving as fast as, not fast, but like, YouTube can be so amazing sometimes. But sometimes the interface can be super cumbersome. Topher, how are you? How are you spending your New Year's Eve? Oh yes, let's test the duel while you're here. So you are going to do exclamation point duel, and then the person's handle, and then the amount that you want to wager on the duel. So yes, while you do that, let's go. And I will. So while you test that out, and let's see, Hearts Gaming, Nicole. That is how you find Nicole. And then we had, I'm just going down my list. Then we had Miss Tanny and her wonderful raid. Yeah, sometimes this interface throws me off. Topher, how are you doing today? Then we have Miss Tanny. Next we have Miss Decorista. All right, there we go. Did it work? Oh, no, you have to put spaces in between them, Corgi. I'm sorry. So it'd be exclamation point dual space Topher's Tavern at Topher's Tavern space 100. So let's see if it works. And like I said, if it still doesn't work, then I think it's just because it's actually coded to only work on Twitch, which I'm not doing. And then we have Miss Naturally Coco. Alright, so let's see if it works. A challenge has been issued. Cozy Corgi calls upon Topher's Tavern for a duel valued at 100 sugar cubes. So Topher, if you accept the duel, you would hit exclamation point accept. If you are not interested in dueling Corgi, then you would hit exclamation point deny. And then, so I don't even know if it made it this far. Last time, Topher, don't go, don't go. Anya, that is what I am missing. Anya and then Topher. Tofums, are you still here? Did Topher leave? Tofums, are you still here? And then I'm just looking for Anya's channel. Yes, baby. I think Topher left. Do you want to duel me, Corgi? Topher ran out. He saw the stream ending soon, and he ran out. You were able to accept last time. Okay, so I think it's what happens after the accept for us to find out who wins. And then we have Anya. And last but not least, we have our dear Topher. So Topher streams over on Twitch. Topher ran out too fast. But I will continue to do what I can on the end. Those are all the creators that came into the stream today. I know you tried to summon Press. We'll try again next year, Corgi. Okay, now I'm leaving for reals, everyone. Thanks for being a good sport. Those are the links to all the amazing creators that came in and said hi today in the stream. Please go check them out. They are amazing creators, not just of DDV, but other games as well. So show them some love, whether it's here on YouTube or over on Twitch. And now we're out for real because as you can hear, my boss is calling me. Bye, everyone.